Well, my name is Brian Rodas. I went to Loyola Marymount University for my undergrad. I got a bachelor's in mathematics there. Then I went to the University of Maryland in College Park, where I got a Master of Arts in Mathematics. And I've been at SMC for, oh my gosh, 22 years. I know, hard to believe, people out there, right?
So next question, what is your favorite thing about math?
Oh, wow. What's my favorite thing about math? Oh my God. The fact that it's like a puzzle. I love games. I've loved board games ever since I was a little boy. Um, but I just love just the art of crafting problems. It's kind of like making a game and having the students try and uh, win the game, solve the puzzle, whatever. So, it's applicable to really all aspects of life. It's in every single thing that we do. So that's one of the big things I love about it.
Alrighty, so next category, college tips.
Mm-hmm.
What are office hours and why should a student attend office hours?
Well, office hours are when your instructor is in their office, and they can talk with you about the class. If you have questions about the content, about the lecture, or if you just want to get to know the professor better, that's a great opportunity to come to office hours. What's the second part of that question? I forgot.
And why should a student attend office hours?
Oh, why should they attend the office hours? Why not? Why not attend the office hours? No. Students should attend the office hours for many reasons. It's one way to establish a relationship with your professor, get it outside of the classroom. Another reason is because you can get help on lots of things, not just the class. You can get some help on, different things related to your career, where you want to transfer to. The instructor might have some information about that, given that they have gone through the same process that you have gone through. And then, of course, just someone to talk to. Sometimes talking with your professor, about, like this wonderful cool shirt that I'm wearing might be something that you may want to talk with your professor about, or just, anything. It's just a great way to connect with your professor. Yeah.
To be comfortable in math, students should fill in the blank.
Oh, wow. To be comfortable in math, students should do their homework. That's what all of my students would definitely say. Do your homework. Do as many problems as you possibly can. Because math is a skill, really. It's just like playing basketball, playing tennis, playing a musical instrument, learning karate. It's something that you will only get better at all of these activities with practice. And math is the exact same way. You just have to practice it over and over and over again to really understand what's going on. And of course, when you see the relationship between the math and, the real world, that makes it even better. So that's my thing. Do homework. But enjoy what you're doing too, really. And don't do it and make it seem like it's torture, but make it seem like it's a learning experience and exciting. You're growing in this process. So.
Okay. That's really helpful because a lot of our students, they don't think practice. Okay.
Right.
If you had to give advice to yourself when you first started in this career and or as a student, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. If I given myself advice as let's pause.
Yeah.
If I had given myself advice as a student while I was in school, what would I say? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay. Well, so if I right now were to give myself advice as a student, I would definitely say to be confident in your ability, practice, do a lot of problems, continue to make use of office hours, form study groups, and get to know other people in the class. That's how friendships can be developed. And also, when all of you are in the same situation that you're trying to learn through the material, it's great to have a support network. And that's pretty much what I would say to myself as a student. Oh, also, don't wait till the last minute. Don't ever wait till the last minute, because it just does not work out. Math is something that has to be practiced every single day. And as it's practiced every single day, you develop the skill set better and better, become more seasoned in the material, and hence the confidence will build up. Confidence really doesn't build up when you do something at the very last second. That's where anxiety and fear builds up. So that's what I would have told myself as a student. What would I tell myself here in starting this career that I'm in right now? Tell myself, let's see, remember to be patient with students. Not every student is going to get the material or understand things maybe as quickly as you did or in the manner in which you did. So be very, very mindful of that. I would also tell myself, if I was first starting this career, I would say, go easy on yourself. You're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. You tell that to the students, that you will make, that they will make mistakes, and you are no different. That's why the teacher has, an eraser in the classroom, and why we have erasers on pencils, because we're human. We make mistakes. And it's okay if you make a mistake in class. It's a learning process. Just like for a student, it's okay for you to make a mistake, because there's where the learning process takes place. And never feel like that makes you feel any less of a student when you make a mistake. And I shouldn't feel any less of a teacher if I make mistakes. The key is to learn from those and grow as a professional, and for students, as a student.
How do students get a letter of recommendation?
Oh, that is really easy to do. Just go and email your teacher, or go to them in person and just explain that you'd like a letter of recommendation from them, because you feel like they would be able to give a good evaluation of their performance from an academic standpoint. If the instructor worked with the student in a club setting, then the instructor would have a better evaluation for the student's abilities and their overall character, and their just, I guess, I don't know what the word is I want to try to say, just their whole resume, and I don't want to say package, that sounds kind of weird, but strike that one. Don't say that one. But yeah, so yeah, just go to your instructor and explain, either email them or go to their office and just explain to them that you'd like a letter of recommendation for a scholarship or admissions, or for a research project or research program over the summer internship. And then spell it out for them exactly what it is that you need the letter for, when you need the letter by, how long the letter should be. And a student really should give information to the instructor that will help them with the letter. So that includes like their major, their GPA, where they want to transfer to, what are their career goals, maybe awards they've had, clubs or extracurricular activities they're involved in. All that information is really, or jobs that they have. Those are all really great pieces of information that can help us in writing the letter, because our analysis of you is based off of of the classroom setting and just how you performed within the semester that you had me as an instructor. So it's good to understand, and it's nice for the instructor to know what all took place in your life that semester while you were taking the class, and to see improvement develop despite the fact that you had struggles going on, or you were working full part-time, or you had to babysit your siblings, doing all that while trying to maintain a good GPA and get mastery of the material. That's really helpful information for the instructor that can get you a winning letter of recommendation.
How can STEM students recover from burnout?
Oh gosh, thank God Santa Monica Beach is right there. I would say right after you take finals, go and jump into the ocean. It's gonna be cold, but the rush will be great. No, do something fun for yourself. I mean, this semester has been really, really challenging for you. So at the end of the semester, do something, maybe something that you've been wanting to do for a long time that you've kind of put off. It could be visiting friends, it could be going to a concert, going to an amusement park, visiting with family, hiking, uh, just going to a concert. Just do something, going for a walk, riding your bike. Do something fun. Playing video games. If you have not been able to play your video games before, play the video games now. Or hobbies that you would want to probably pay a little bit more attention to that you haven't been able to before. Do those things. These are relaxing things that you really like to do, and it's going to just help you stay grounded and remind yourself, oh wait, there's more to life than school, you know? So that's what I would say to kind of deal with burnout. And of course, congratulate yourself at the end of the semester, because it was a long semester, but you got through it. And this says a lot about you as a student. So that's what I have for burnout.
Awesome. So these are just for fun. We want to get to know you a little bit more.
Oh gosh. Okay.
What is one of your hobbies and or activity you like to do in your free time?
Okay. I think most people that know me know that I play tennis. I love tennis. I've been playing it for well over 15 years. I've been playing it. I learned as an adult. I never learned as a child. So although I am very, very good now compared to 15 or so years ago, it's my exercise, it's my passion. I do it every week. I take lessons. I'm a part of a tennis league. I play in tournaments. I watch tennis. It's the French Open right now. So I'm watching that. And I absolutely love tennis. Another passion is cooking. I love to cook whenever I get a chance. If I get an opportunity to have people over for parties or just dinners or game nights, I will cook like all kinds of food, and it's anything. I don't have any specialty. I'll just make anything that I'd be like, oh, okay, it's summertime. Barbecue sounds good right now, so let's make some barbecue, you know? But absolutely love cooking and entertaining. Think of another hobby, dancing. I don't get to dance much, but when I get the opportunity to dance, I could put it down and dance. I'm pretty good at that.
Is there something that you would prefer cooking for yourself?
Cooking for myself. What do I like cooking for myself? Oh, that's so good. That's a really good idea. I have this wonderful salmon dish that I create. I have different salmon dishes because it's so healthy. But I have this salmon that I can make in the air fryer, and then I have a salmon that I make in the oven. I have a salmon that I can make to impress someone. So I've got salmon. But for myself, yeah, salmon. I love that. But really, anything. I can cook anything. I love it all.
Do you want to show us your best dance move?
Do I want to show you my best dance move? I would. I mean, seriously, I can't. Seriously, I can't do that.
Next question.
Yeah.
If you could have any superpower based on the principles of mathematics, what would it be and why?
Superpower based on the principles of mathematics. That's a really, really good question. Let's see. Well, I mean, I'm a fun-loving guy, and I'd like to spread the love and the joy around, and that kind of reminds me of the distributive property in mathematics. We all know that distributive property is, if there's some term in front of the parentheses or multiplied by, a sum or difference of things inside of parentheses, you would distribute. And that could be means that you would use to solve a problem or rewrite an expression. And I see that as spreading the love, spreading the energy. So if I had, a superpower, it would be the distributed property to spread love, peace, and joy. And we definitely need a lot of that in our world today. Yeah.
I love that.
He picked multiplication.
Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So is EULE pronounced as Euler or Euler?
Oh my gosh, I have never heard Euler before in my life. That is Euler. Euler, he has a wonderful method. You'll see it in differential equations. Actually, in some pre-calculus classes, they talk about that as well too. Greek mathematician, but it's Euler, people, not Euler. Okay.
Pure math versus applied math. What's the difference, or what's your preference?
Okay. Well, my degrees are in pure math, and really the difference. I guess this is kind of a loose definition. Pure math is really focused on the theory behind mathematics, whereas applied math tends to does focus on the theory, but I think it lends more of its analysis to understanding how the mathematics can be applied, and it could be from a computing standpoint, engineering standpoint, physics standpoint, but there is the application of these ideas in math within the context of something in the real world, or something involving computing and number crunching. But there's still theory, but I think pure math is really just kind of focused on the theory. I would say both pure mathematicians and applied mathematicians are always thinking. Constantly thinking. I think the applied mathematician is thinking in a manner of, okay, this is the concept in math. How do I make some sort of computer program that can solve this problem? Or okay, these butterflies, that's affecting the weather patterns. How can I use differential equations to apply what's happening there? That's what the applied mathematician is thinking. I think the pure mathematician is kind of wondering, what's the theory behind, things like math induction, or the idea of convergence of a series. What's the true theorem, or theorems, and the thought process and concepts behind those ideas? That's and can this be applied? And can I look at this from another viewpoint? And could I come up with some idea, knowing this other idea? Does that lead to this other idea? So it's, and they're constantly thinking along those lines. So that would be my rough guess of the between the two. I was a pure mathematician when I got my degree, however, although I was pure, algebra was my focus. I was really big on computation. So my degree is in computational algebraic geometry, and that, loosely put, really has to do with polynomials. Working with polynomials like crazy. That's why I love teaching lessons in Math 2 about polynomial functions. I love talking in calculus about how wonderful a polynomial is on the properties. And in Math 8, I love to talk about how polynomials are used to approximate other functions. So my research has taken me to seeing how I can apply polynomials to robotics as well or to space exploration. So I just love polynomials, and that's what really the basis of computational algebraic geometry is all about. So yes, I'm pure, but I love to crank out some problems. Yeah.
So these are one-word responses. It's 3 questions, and just describe them in one word. Okay. Describe community college in one word.
Amazing.
Describe STEM students in one word.
STEM students. I'm supposed to avoid negativity because I would say stress. But at the same time, I would say brilliant.
Describe the STEM program in one word.
It's a wonderful opportunity, but that's not one word. I don't know. It's an experience.
And that concludes